This is Toyota Gazoo Racing. This is the new Toyota Hilux GR Sport. Sitting above the Hilux Rogue, it's powered by the same 2.8-litre VGT turbo diesel, but Toyota says that in addition to all of the look-at-me enhancements, it also rides on a tuned chassis, making this one of the best driving Hiluxes Toyota has ever produced. Now, before we get to the oily bits, you first have to look at what's changed on the outside. We now have new bumpers, a new body-colored body cladding all the way around the truck to make it look even more aggressive. We get black alloy wheels on this car, which look excellent against this pearl white paintwork, and so do the decals down the side. The side steps are standard, and so are the sports bars. And at the rear, you now get the GR badge plus a little bit more decals. Now, as I said earlier, the Hilux in this guise is more than just looks. The Rogue was mostly just looks. The GR Sport is not, because this rides on a tuned suspension setup, which they claim is better driving than ever before. But they are not just claiming that, because we get to test it. The Hilux GRS, GR Sport, is positioned as something of a performance pickup, which is the first that we're seeing from the Toyota brand here in Malaysia. So now the GRS sits above the Rogue, so it's a little bit more expensive, but they promise a more engaging drive. Now, the interior of the Hilux GRS certainly feels like a little bit of an event, because there's a lot of red accents. You get these seats which are straight out of a Fortuner, which are now more comfortable. You also get electric adjustment in the driver's side, but not the passenger side. You get a little bit of suede, you get a GR badge on the steering wheel, even with a center marker, which I think is kind of amusing. So everything in here is suggestive of a more engaging drive. However, the powertrain, not quite there. So for starters, you get paddle shifters in this, which is new for a Hilux, the only Hilux I think to have gotten paddle shifters. But the responses are very, very slow. So pulling a pedal means that at some point the gear will arrive. When you're shifting up, shifting down, it's a little bit more urgent, but truly not by much. And in terms of the dynamics, if I just wait for the right lane to clear slightly, just to feel a little bit of body control. So they claim that the dampers have been retuned to make it a little bit stiffer, and therefore a little bit more communicative to the driver, but I am getting no feedback to receive, not that I expected any. And honestly, it doesn't inspire me with any more confidence, or in fact any less confidence, than the Hilux Rogue, which we've already reviewed. You can check that out on a link somewhere on the screen. And it's like this lah, if you want a more aggressive looking Hilux, this is it. If you're looking for a Hilux that drives better, then I'm afraid you still have to visit some aftermarket shop for some aftermarket stuff, because I don't think that the checks that the exterior of this car is writing can be cashed by the chassis, which is really unfortunate, because I was really hoping that this would be a really good truck to drive, because it looks good. But then again, I guess it's my fault for expecting a truck to drive well.